now see here for this chart, where we will use this for the addition and the subtraction. How we will use? Simply, first of all, we will just do for the integers. Suppose like I am doing 2 plus 3, and what's the answer? If I want to give the answer, first of all, I will see this chart. Okay, here for the 2, which sign is there? Plus, as well as for 3, that is plus. It means plus plus plus. Plus plus plus. So we got the plus. It means we will do addition. We will do addition. It means 2 plus 3, that is the 5. That is 5. And remember, we will put the sign over here of the bigger number from this. Which is the bigger one? Yes, the 3 is the bigger one. It means 3 having the plus sign, so we will put plus sign here. Fine. Okay. Now another number, that is 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5. Okay. Now see which sign is here. For the 3, that is the plus. Okay. Here that is plus. And here that is minus. It means plus minus. See this. Plus minus minus. It means what we will do? We will subtract it. It means 3 minus 5. So we can do like this also. 5 minus 3. Both are same. No problem. So 5 minus 3. That is 2. Answer is 2. Answer is 2. But still, we have to find out that which is the bigger number. 3 or 5. 5 is the bigger number. Which sign 5 having? That's the minus. So put it over there. So that will be minus 2. That is minus 2. So this is all about the how we can do addition and subtraction with the help of this chart. Still, one more number, that is the minus 8 and plus 1. Minus 8 plus 1. Okay, minus 8 plus 1. So what will be minus 8 plus 1? Minus plus. See here. Minus plus minus. It means we will do the subtraction. 8 minus 1, that is 7. That is 7. Okay. But from that till the sign of the bigger number, that is minus. Just put it here. That's minus 7. It's minus 7. The last one I am going to use, that is minus 7 minus 7. Minus 7 minus 7. Minus minus. Minus minus plus, it means we will do the addition. We will do the addition for 7 and 7. 7 plus 7, that is 1 4. 14. 14. Now for the 14, I have to put the sign of the bigger number. Which is the bigger number from this? This 7 or this 7? It is tough to identify that this 7 is bigger or this 7 is bigger because both are equal. It means you have to put the sign for any one. That's minus. Put it the minus. But in the case of minus 7 plus 7, in the case of minus 7 plus 7, see, minus plus minus here, minus plus minus. So that will be subtraction. 7 minus 7 is 0. 7 minus 7 is and 0. And for 0, we do not need to put any sign because 0 is neither positive, neither negative. Clear? Just note it down. Now the same chart we will use for the multiplication also. How? See, if I do 2 multiplied by 3, 2 multiplied by 3, we know very well 2 3s are 6, 2 3s are 6. Okay, but here after the multiplication you have to find out the sign for the both. Here 2 having the plus sign, here 3 having also plus sign. Plus plus, plus plus, plus. Then no need to put any sign. But suppose if I do same thing like for minus 2 and the 3. Minus 2 and 3. Identify the signs from here. Here is minus and here is plus. Here is minus and here is plus. Minus plus. See here. Minus plus. That's the minus. But before that 2 3s are 6 as well as. But here the sign will be minus plus minus. So I will put the minus sign over there. So our answer is minus 6. Answer is minus 6. Got it? Same. One more example. 7 multiplied by minus 9. 7 multiplied by minus 9. Okay. 7 9s are 63. 7 9s are 63. But again, what I will do, I will just identify the sign over there. Plus and minus. Plus and minus. Okay. So plus minus. Plus minus. minus. So we need to put minus sign over there. And at last, one more. It's minus 9 multiplied by minus 10 is equals to 9 tens are 90. 9 tens are 90. And identify the signs. Here is minus. Here is minus. Minus 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 minus. That's the plus. So no need to write plus over there. It's already plus 90. So remember one thing, that in the addition, whenever we just want to put sign over there, what we were doing, we were just finding the bigger number, and whatever the sign bigger number having, we just put over there in the answer. But in the multiplication, we are not going to do like that. What we will do, we will simply find out that which sign are there, plus plus plus, minus plus minus, plus minus minus, and minus 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 plus, like this. Okay, just pause the video to note it down. See here. Now we are going to discuss about the integers, properties for the integers. The three properties, as we have discussed, that the closure, commutative, and the associative. What is closure? If we select any two numbers from the integers or any other type of numbers, but the answer should be that type of number only. Let's check for the addition first. Okay, I am going to select any two numbers like 2 plus minus 3, because that's integer. I am going to select any one positive and one negative number. So this is 2 plus minus 3. The answer is minus 1. Okay, answer is minus 1. So can we say that minus 1 is integer? Yes, it means addition is, the integer is closure under addition. Integer is closure under addition. Now let's check for the subtraction. So the 2 minus minus 3, again this is minus minus plus, so 2 plus 3, that is 5. So 5 is also the integer, it means yes, it is. Now for the multiplication, 2 multiplied by minus 3, 2 multiplied by minus 3, 2 3s are 6, plus minus minus 6. Okay, minus 6 is integer or not? Yes, of course, that's the integer, because all the negative, all the positive, and the 0, that is known as integer. So yes, it is. And for the division, let's check. Like 3 divided by 2. 3 divided by 2. Okay, what will the answer? No, we cannot do like this. We need to take 0. And then decimal, 3 6 are 18. It means 0.6 something, whatever. Okay, whatever answer you will get, that's a decimal. That's not the integer. It means no. It means no. Division is not closure under division, under the division. Fine. Now we will do for commutative. For the commutative. So in the commutative, as we did for the natural numbers and the whole number, again the same thing we will do for integers also. For the integers also, how we will do? We will select any two numbers from the integers like 2 plus minus 3. Answer is minus 1. Minus 1. Now I am going to shuffle this number. How? Like this. Minus 3 plus 2. So answer will be again minus 1. If we get the same answer, it means the integer is commutative under the particular operation. Here is the addition. It means integer is commutative under the addition. Yes, it's commutative. For the subtraction, let's check 2 minus minus 3. That is minus minus plus 2 and 3. We did earlier. That answer is 5. Now let's shuffle the number. So minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2. Minus minus plus 3 and 2 5. Okay, yes, you got answer 5. But still we need to check that which is the bigger number. 3 is the bigger number and 3 having the sign negative. So 5 is negative. Now see that. Both the number are same or not? No, that's not same. It means what we will write? No. No. Integer is not commutative under subtraction. Under subtraction. For the multiplication, it's 2 multiplied by minus 3, that is minus 6, and minus 3 multiplied by 2, that is also minus 6. So we got the same answer. It means yes, It means yes. And the division. Just check it. We have to take two numbers like 6 divided by minus 2. 6 divided by minus 2. Answer will be minus 3. Answer will be minus 3. Fine. And if I just shuffle that, so minus 2 divided by 6. Minus 2 divided by 6. We will get answer in the decimal. It means both are not same. So again, no, integer is not commutative under the division. Now we will check associative property. What we will do in associative? We have to select any three numbers from the same group of numbers, same type of the number. Here we are doing for the integers. It means we will select any three numbers from the integers like 2 plus minus 3 plus 1. Okay. Now it's associative property. So I have to create the group for any two number. This is the group. Now I will first of all I will solve this bracket. So that is 2 minus 3 plus 1. It means this is minus 1 plus 1. Answer is 0. Now I have to just change the bracket. In that, what I will do? 2 plus minus 3 plus 1. Okay. Now for this, the same thing I will do as 2 plus, first of all I will solve this bracket. Okay, this bracket. So minus 3 and plus 1, minus plus minus. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. That is minus 2. Answer is 0. Because plus 2 and minus 2, answer is 0. It means integer is associative under the addition. Now let's check for the subtraction. For the subtraction, I am again going to select the same numbers. Minus 1 is equals to. Now see here. First of all, I have to solve this bracket. So 2 minus minus plus, that is plus 3 and minus 1 as it is. But here is bracket. Don't forget that. We have to make it a group. So 2 plus 3, that is 5, and 5 minus 1, that's 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Here we got the answer 4. Now again I have to do same thing but with a different group. Here 2 minus 3 minus 1. Okay, so it will be 2 minus sign as it is. Bracket. Minus 3 and minus 1 is minus 4. That's minus 4. Now, minus minus plus. So 2 plus 4. Answer is 6. Do we get the same answer for both? No. It means subtraction is not, integers are not associative under subtraction. Okay. And then, yes, the next one, that is multiplication. So again in multiplication, we are going to select the same numbers, that is 2, minus 3 and 1. Okay. Now for the multiplication, what we will do? Again we will select the same numbers, that is 2 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by 3. But here we have to make a group. So this is the group for 2 and minus 1. So see, 2 ones are 2 and minus sign into 3. Answer is minus 6. Now again, change the group. So that is 2 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by 3. But I am going to change the group. So I changed that. Now 2 multiplied by, first of all we will solve the bracket. Minus plus minus sign. It means the sign will be the minus for the number. What is the answer? 3 ones are 3. So that's the minus 3 and 2 3s are 6 plus minus minus. So for the multiplication, yes. That is yes. Integers are associative under the multiplication. Now what about the division? Let's check. But I am going to select the different numbers, not the same one. Fine. So that will be 12 divided by minus 6 divided by plus 2. Yes, here will be the group. Okay. So for the first this bracket, if I solve, I will get answer minus 2. Minus 2 divided by plus 2. Answer is minus 1. Answer is minus 1. Now again change the group. So 12 divided by sign minus 6 divided by 2. Clear? So for this bracket, first of all I will write 12 as it is. Then this bracket answer I will get, that is minus 3. And 12 divided by minus 3, that is minus 4. This both the answer are not same. It means integers are not associative under division. It is not. I hope you understand very well this. First of all, pause the video and note it down. So let's start with role of 0. Okay. So role of 0, it means what? We will just check what we will do with 0 in the different operations of the mathematics. Let's start with the addition. Okay. So suppose for the addition, if I just do like this, 2 plus 0. 2 plus 0. What answer I will get? That's the 2. Okay. The same thing, if I just select any integers, minus 3 plus 0, it will be minus 3 only. If I select any rational number, okay, so 2 upon 3 plus 0, it will be as it is. Okay. No change is there if I add 0 in any number. Okay. So because of this property, we can say that 0 is additive identity. Zero is additive identity. Now let's check what will happen if I just do the any operations with the 0 for the any another operations like subtraction, multiplication, and the division. Okay. So for that, let's start with the subtraction. If I just subtract 3 minus 0, no changes there. No changes there. But if I do 0 minus 3, at the time it will be minus 3. But in the addition, it will not happen like that. If I do 2 plus 0 or 0 plus 2, answer will be same. If I do minus 3 plus 0 or 0 plus minus 3, answer will be same. Okay. So this is about the subtraction. Now what about the multiplication? In the multiplication, if I do 3 multiplied by 0, it will be 0. Remember that. Okay. 3 multiplied by 0, that will be 0. Like minus 7 multiplied by 0, that will be also 0 only. That will be also 0 only. So it means if I do the multiplication with 0 for any number, answer will be 0 only. Now let's check for the division. For division, like 5 divided by 0, 5 divided by 0, that's not possible. It's undefined. Okay, that's not possible. We cannot write in this form. But suppose I just do 0 divided by 5, that is also again 0. Always that is 0. Same 0 by 2, that is 0. 0 upon minus 3, that is also 0. So this is all about the zeros with the different operations, and remember that 0 is the additive identity. Now pause the video and note this down. Now role of 1. Okay. So in the role of 1, again we will discuss the same as we discussed about 0. Okay. So let's start with the addition only. If I just add 2 plus 1, that is 3. That is 3. It means if I just add 1 in any number, we will get the different numbers, not the same one. Fine. Okay. Now let's see for the subtraction. If I do 2 minus 1, that will be the minus. 4 minus 1, that will be the 3. It means in the subtraction also I am not getting the same number. So for the addition and subtraction, there is no any special things for the 1. Now for the multiplication. Let's see. If I just do 2 multiplied by 1, 2 ones are 2. Answer will be the same. Now if I just select minus 3, 7 multiplied by 1, that will be minus 3, 7 only. if I select 5 by 3, multiply by 1, that is again 5 by 3 only. It means in multiplication, if I just do the multiplication of 1 with any number, so answer will be the same number only. Okay. If suppose I just do 1 crore multiplied by 1 crore, answer is 1 crore. If I do 1,37,000 multiplied by 1, that is 1,37,000 only. So here in the multiplication, we get the same answer if we multiply by 1. It means 1 is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. One is multiplicative identity. Now we have discussed about the addition, subtraction, and the division. Now that's the multiplication, division is remain yes. So 5 divided by 1. If I just do 5 divided by 1, answer is same 5. 6 divided by 1 is 6. But suppose I just do 1 divided by 6. That's not the same. That's not the same. Okay. So here this is all about the role of 1 for the different operations. And what we know here, we derived that 1 is multiplicative identity. And remember that multiplicative identity, that's the 1, and additive identity, that is 0. Additive identity, that is 0. Because if I just do the addition with 0 for any number, that is same. And for the multiplication with 1, that is same. It means the 0 is multiplicative identity, and 0 is additive identity and 1 is multiplicative identity. So this is all about role of 1. Just pause the video and note this down. The next one is additive inverse and reciprocal. Reciprocal can be defined as multiplicative inverse also, because here that's additive inverse and that's the multiplicative inverse. Let's start with the additive inverse. What is additive inverse? Additive inverse, it means suppose I have number 5. What should I add in number 5? So I will get answer 0. I will add answer 0 because additive identity, that is 0. Additive identity is 0. So what should I add in any number to get answer 0? That is the additive inverse. So simply in 5, what should I add? Let's check. Suppose I add minus 5. So what will happen? Is equals to 5 plus minus 5. Answer is 0. So here we got answer 0. It means minus 5 is additive inverse for 5. As well as we can say that 5 is additive inverse for minus 5. That is vice versa. Okay. Now let's select another number. Minus 17. Okay. This time I am going to select minus 17. So what should I add in minus 17 to get answer 0? Simply, okay, there is one very common thing, that is whatever the number is there, okay, just check the sign. If there is a positive sign, then use the negative sign for the same number. It will be the additive inverse. Here is 17. Which sign? Negative. It means I just have to select positive sign for the 17. That will be answer 0. So it's very simple to find the additive inverse for any number. Suppose if I ask you to find the additive inverse of 1 crore, it means additive inverse of 1 crore, that is minus 1 crore. Simply you just have to change the sign. If that's negative, make it positive. It will be the additive inverse of the particular number. Now the second one, that is the reciprocal. How we will select the reciprocal? Well, let's do it with an example. Like I have number 2 by 3. I wrote there multiplicative inverse also. Okay. First of all, let's start with another number. Here I will multiply and answer should be 1. Because multiplicative identity, that is 1. We have already discussed that. So here what should I multiply with both the numbers to get answer 1? First of all, let's start with number 5. What should I multiply with 5 to get answer 1? Simply 1 by 5. 1 by 5. And here in 2 by 3, what should I just multiply 2 by 3 to get 1? In reciprocal, what we will do? We will shuffle the numbers. Shuffle the numbers, it means numerator and the denominator. What is numerator here? 2. Denominator is 3. Just shuffle that. It means now 3 will be the numerator and 2 will be the denominator. It means that is 3 divided by 2. Just check that. 2 to cancel, 3 to cancel. Answer will be 1. So for any number, we'll do the same. Here, how is 1 by 5? Because in 5, there is denominator is 1. 1 is always there as a denominator. So this will go upside and here the downside. That's why that's 1 by 5. Like minus 7 upon 30. Minus 7 upon 30. At the time, it will be, reciprocal will be 30 upon minus 7. How? As I told you, we will just shuffle this. Clear? This is the just very common thing for the additive inverse and the multiplicative inverse or the reciprocal. Pause the video and note this down. Now we will see distributive property of multiplication over the addition. So the question is, what is the distributive property? Okay, it's very simple. We will just understand by an example. Suppose I have 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5. So here it means that distributive property of multiplication, because we will distribute this, okay? So distributive property of multiplication over the addition, First of all, we will solve this by a very simple method, and then we will actually use the distributivity for this problem. Here we have 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5. So very simple. That the 2 multiplied by 3 plus 5 is, because we always solve the bracket first. 3 plus 5, that is 8. That is 8. Answer 2 8s are 16. 2 8s are 16. That's the answer. Now in the next step we will solve by this property. And we will check that answers for the both are same or not. Okay. So again I am going to use this. Same problems. Now distributive property says that if here is the multiplication, it means this number 2 will multiply to 3 as well as multiply to 5, both the numbers. How? First of all, I will just multiply with the 3 because that's the first one. So 2 multiply by 3. 2 multiply by 3. Which sign is here? Addition, so put that. Again, 2 multiply by 5. 2 multiply by 5 like this. Once again, 2 will multiply to 3 first, then 2 will multiply to 5. And in between, there is addition sign, as it is here. Okay. So, now just do the multiplication. 2 3s are 6. Addition sign as it is. 2 5s are 10. 6 plus 10, that is 16. Now just check that for both the methods, answer are same or not. Yes, that is 16 and 16. So this is how we can use the distributive property. Try to understand this, pause the video and note this down.